Hello,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Semi-Perfect Podcast. I'm AC Race Best. And of course, joined with the succulent, the beautiful, the deviant.
You almost said that word for word from the last one.
Did I? I know I said that on the one that Shifro edited.
I'm pretty
and it's
sure-
funny because that literally just came out, and then I was like, I've said this before.
It's weird. I feel like you ever I don't know, like listen to a recording of yourself and like a question's posed to your past self and your brain answers the question right when your actual self that was recorded and answers the question and it's the exact same answer.
Yes.
Almost like verbatim, and it's like, wow, like am I that predictable?
This happens a lot when I am editing the low budgets because the camera's just rolling the whole time.
Yeah.
And conversations between Tommy and I will happen. And it'll happen where I'm editing this in the car and Tommy is sitting next to me and I'll have it going and he's listening to what I'm editing. And then he'll say something he'll say something or something will happen and I'll say a response and not 1 or 2 seconds later I say the exact same thing, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does actually legitimately happen.
It's like a deja vu, but no dreams involved. You're just saying it twice in real life. But I'm good, and we've got, of course, 2 other hosts joining us tonight. Buffing out the rest of our solid 4-square team here, Sarah and Matt.
Wait, I've been bumped up to host?
Yeah, well, dude, I thought we made that.
Do I get a raise?
No,
Actually, that's part of you being bumped up.
owe us
1 cent raise.
Also, he sacrificed his pay for a better. It pays well in experience.
When
okay?
I was a kid, I used to think that in order to have a job, you pay the job.
Really?
Yes, which never made sense to me. I'm like, well, how do people make money then? How does that process work?
You start a company.
Those garbage men really, really wanted that job, didn't they?
Well, it's funny because there's an episode of SpongeBob where like Patrick got a job at the Krusty Krab, and SpongeBob's like, wow, like $12 an hour. And he's like, when I started, I had to pay Mr. Krabs $10 an hour or something like that. It's like, what?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Well, I'm good. How are you all doing this week?
Doing well.
It's been an interesting week for me. Yesterday, one of my tires popped.
Ooh.
One of my brand new tires. Yeah. Like
Good.
my car started making a weird noise, and I was like, "What the?" And
Look,
then
okay,
my car started vibrating.
Sarah pissed
And I
me
was
off, and I slashed her tire.
I ran over a screw somewhere between Office Depot and getting on the highway.
Well, that explains it.
Someone's
But a
driving
police
around out there with a
officer-
screw lost.
A police
Poor
officer
screw.
came and helped me change my tire.
Oh yeah, can you elaborate on this story?
Why didn't
Because-
your boyfriend help you change your tire?
Because her boyfriend
Okay,
didn't have anything better to do.
Not too long ago, one of my tires went flat, and it ended up that I just needed new tires because they were getting old and crappy. So got them replaced. And so yesterday, I was driving, and one of my tires popped because apparently I ran over a screw or something like that. And so I have to pull over, and I'm like right in front of where you get on the 5 North freeway or highway, whatever. And so I'm not in a very good spot. Like, I'm on the shoulder, and there's a lot of cars that pass by. So I called Jeffrey, and I'm like, well, this is what's happened. And he's like, oh, crap. And because he was on his lunch, and I was like, Jeffrey, I literally just got my Good Sam stuff from my parents yesterday in the mail, but I don't have it in my car. Can you please just drive over here and give it to me so I can just get roadside service? And so he did that. He came and he pulled up behind me and he gave me my roadside service stuff. And then he was like, you good? Because, like, you know, his lunch was almost over and he had to go back to work. And he's like, so you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. So then he leaves and I'm calling roadside service. And while I'm on the phone with one of the people, a cop pulls up and I'm like, hi, officer. And he's like, what's up? And I'm like, well, I got a flat tire. And like one of the first few questions that he asked me was, "Who was that gentleman that was with you?" Because apparently he was off in the distance watching for overweight vehicles getting on the highway or whatever.
Is he
So he's
calling you
like,
fat?
"Yeah, who was that gentleman that came up to you just a minute ago?" And I was like, "Oh, that was my boyfriend. He." And then, and before I even like finished my sentence, he was like, "He didn't come and help." He didn't- So this police officer, while he was helping me change my to my spare, he was just talking crap about Jeffrey being like, he could have been late for work.
Wait, are we missing the fact here that Sarah had a cop change her tire?
Hmm.
Like, can we please and I must say,
Sorry.
everybody listening, like, let me just give myself a little bit of credit. I taught Sarah how to change a tire less than a month
No,
ago.
but it would have taken me forever. And I was late
Excuses.
for class.
You probably
And
didn't tell the cop that I taught you how to change a tire, did you?
Well, no, then he would have made her change it.
That would have been funny. Yeah, so at least between the cop and I, at least one of us went to do the job they were being paid to do. Okay? That's all I got to say.
But why didn't
I'd
you
say you
help
both
her?
did.
I did help her. I brought her the information. That's what she needed.
Yeah.
Why didn't I help her?
What I
As in,
asked
why didn't I change her tire? Because I had work in 5 minutes.
Well, what's more important, your job or your lady love?
Come on, you work
My
in the
job.
racing industry. You should be able to do a pit stop in like what, 8
To
seconds?
give Jeffrey credit, he was like, "Are you good?
I
Are
did
you
ask.
good?" And he did ask.
And then I flipped
No,
an
I'm
illegal
fine.
U-turn, apparently while this cop was watching.
Yeah.
So he gave me at least a little bit of leeway, apparently. Because Sarah told me, I just get this text that says, "There's a cop here and he's talking crap about you," and I was like, "Oh, like did he see my U-turn?"
He didn't say anything about your U-turn,
Well, good.
but he
I'd
just
like to see him try.
apparently saw you pull up and then leave.
He was just like he's a total stalker. He's watching you the whole time.
Yeah, and I was explaining to him because we didn't see the screw in my tire when we were there, and so I was like, yeah, it kind of sucks because I just got these new tires, and he's like, really? Where'd you get them? I'm like, Big O tires, and he's like, just down the road, and then he's like, you got to go back there, and like right after I changed the tire, and I was like, yeah, okay, but
And then you pulled on the
because I had to
freeway?
go to class. No, yeah, I went on the freeway, but. Where else was I gonna go? I wasn't gonna do an illegal U-turn like you.
That would well. So that was Sarah's week. Also, I figure I'd throw out on Sarah's side just a reminder for everybody that she does have a Patreon open. So
Oh,
for
yeah.
that, what?
I said, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
if anyone is looking, there are some
Yeah,
very
yeah.
well priced commissions.
Okay. I will link it, and I've just linked it, and the little announcement, prices have changed. They went down a little bit. So the $2 reward's still there, the $4 still the raffle, and then commissions went down a couple of dollars. They're $10 per commission. And then the monthly prints have went down from $20 to $14 a month. So,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So good stuff there. Matt, how was your week?
Not too bad.
Did you throw anybody in jail?
No, that's not my job.
Not yet. You can become a professional lawyer,
Police officer.
vigilante, police officer. Actually, have you been keeping up with the recent OJ stuff?
Nope.
No.
Vaguely.
Yeah. Apparently, orange juice is good for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rich in vitamin C.
Saber, have you had a good week?
I have had a good week. It's been chilled out, which is nice.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, same on my end. It's been a good week. Kicked off the racing season.
Did they win?
Yes, they, as in one driver won. Sarah, did you just text me, like right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't know why you were giving me my phone.
Because someone called. behind the scenes. No, so yeah, this week's been good. Like I said, racing season kicked off. Finishing up the low budget season 3. So that is, I'm literally editing right now the last episode to go up. So there'll be one Thursday, and then probably one maybe Saturday or Sunday that'll go live, and that'll be it for season 3 of the low budgets. There's some massive carnage in this video that I'm editing.
Did you almost die in this one too?
Yeah, I mean, I had a guy hit my trailer. This is in the trailer race. He hit my trailer at full speed, and it shot the boat 10 feet up in the air. And then my trailer got stuck to his, to which I went backwards at about 50 miles per hour for the rest of the race.
That's wonderful.
And
I remember that one. Anyone that watches that is in for a treat.
And let's just say that the one issue I found is that since I don't have the protective screening on the back windshield, like I do on the front, when I'm driving backwards that fast, debris is just flying in my car and hitting me. And I was like, oh, this is bad. But you can't really stop. I didn't have any control, so yeah, it was insane. And then the other thing that happened this week is Sarah and I saw a movie.
Oh, we want to get to that right now?
Don't talk about it. I haven't seen it yet.
Jeffrey
I'm
wants to
seeing
get
it
to
on
it right
Thursday.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I'm waiting for Stephanie to get out here.
Oh my god.
Well, don't worry.
We're
For
all-
everybody... What?
It's on the tiptoe.
Sarah?
For the tulips?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll say what I was saying. For everyone in the chat, we're not going to give away any spoilers. We know a lot of people still haven't seen the movie. We're really just going to kind of give our thoughts about the movie, not any scenes. We're not going to talk about anything that'll give anything away. So don't worry. But Zootopia was a movie that happened.
Did better, I think, than Frozen as far as box office records go. I think it
Yeah.
broke Frozen.
Yeah, it passed
did.
Frozen in its opening week.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
It is. That's a good sign that this movie is going to have a very healthy, just franchise overall.
This movie has the benefit right now because I've been keeping very close tabs on everything that's going on. And this movie has a huge percentage of people who have seen it once and either have or intend on seeing it again or more than just again in theaters. So this is going to have longevity as far as its life in the box office.
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Saber.
No, you go ahead.
I talked to several people about it, and they say, among that it was good, they talk about the depth of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about this movie. And when I was on the POS podcast earlier this week, we were chatting about Zootopia, and one of the main things we were talking about is how political this movie is. Disney tends to stay away from this kind of stuff. They like to
Political.
be in the sense of most Disney films are about princess, true love, friendship, yada yada yada. This one's going. It's talking about
It's heavy on social issues.
a lot of isms are addressed. And that's all I'm going to say. So, and they do it in a good way that's with tact and it ties into the story.
It doesn't feel forced. It feels so natural to the story and the setting and the world that it's one of those movies that it has a message in it, but you don't see people complaining about the message in it because it didn't overwhelm the story. It was like I don't know how to. It was pretty much the base.
It was very well balanced.
Does it come clearly down on one side or the other, or does it leave it up to you to make your own choice?
No. I don't feel like it necessarily. Well, I don't. Okay, one side or the other. Like Sarah said, it's well balanced. It doesn't. It's hard to say because, like Saber said, there's so many different issues that are addressed. That it was so well done.
It's mature. It's refreshing. It's got great characters, great animation, a story that both kids and adults
Amazing
can
character
like.
design.
Yes.
If you guys haven't seen it, go see it, please.
One thing that's a lot of people
Go
like to
see
talk
it.
about is how in this universe they don't scale the animals up to a normal size. Where in Robin Hood, Friar Tuck, who's a badger or whatever, is the same size as as Robin Hood, who's a fox, who's maybe a little
So,
bit shorter than a bear. So in this world,
Yeah, they
like
keep the scale accurate to like the animal's actual scale,
That's
yes,
an
which is
interesting
really
point.
like a tough thing to do.
but they use it to their advantage. Like there's a couple of
Yeah.
scenes that
Yeah.
they do gags about that. Well, there's a great
Yeah.
chase scene, and then there's another great scene later on at a. I mean, this doesn't really reveal anything, but at a wedding, and it's fantastic how they play to that, and it makes.
I think
Yeah.
I know the scenes you're talking about from the previews.
Well, it's
It's
really,
actually pretty funny because um, Saber is talking about how Robin Hood has the size issues here. And now that I think about it, I'm like, that's funny. Like, I guess the only animals they really felt putting into like perspective were the mice in Robin Hood. Everyone else is the
Yeah.
same size, but then the mice were like, "What the heck happened?"
I mean, in Robin Hood, some of the animals, I think, like the rabbits are shorter than usual, but they're not like rabbit size like Judy is in this movie. Or I mean, like the elephants in Robin Hood are obviously bigger, and so are the rhinos. I think they mean like if you're a bigger person, you're gonna be more of a rhino or an elephant. If you're a shorter person, you're probably gonna be more of a rabbit or something like that. But in Zootopia, it's like no, if you're a lemming, you're going to be a couple inches tall. Great movie. Great movie.
Saber, if you don't think it's a spoiler,
What?
who was your favorite character?
It's not a spoiler at all. My favorite character was probably Nick. And I usually don't like the main characters. I usually like the side characters. But the main characters in this movie were fantastic. I mean, both Judy and Nick had this great chemistry. Nick was this, wisecracking, streetwise dude. Wisecracking, streetwise, whatever. It's just a very wise fox.
Streetwise Kraken.
He's a street. He's all street smarts and better hold your wallet close to you kind of guy. While Judy is this officer who believes like in the greater good and that you can achieve your dreams no matter what, just kind of blinded by optimism. And they both have an amazing chemistry together, and they alone. I mean, if this movie, I mean, I like the chief, the water buffalo. He was great. I like the mayor.
Bogo.
Yeah. I thought the mayor was hilarious. Like there are just some great. Everything about the movie is fantastic. There's not a single thing. There's a couple of things, but they're extraordinarily minor. But besides that, great movie.
Yeah, I've been stuck, and I was talking to Sarah about this about like favorite character, and I'm stuck between Nick and Judy because usually I tend to side with like that character that has kind of that zest that like. Usually you have one character who's like the sarcastic one, but I feel like they both are very good at dishing it.
Oh yeah, they go back and forth in a way.
They do, and
Yeah.
I love that, and it's why I still struggle to name my favorite between the two.
They're
Sarah,
both
did you
my
have
favorite.
Yeah, they're
They're
both your
my
favorite.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice. Yeah, no, I very much, and I don't know why this movie. I think it's such a drawback to childhood movies and when Disney used to make these anthropomorphic characters and situations, and there's just some about it that it kind of just. I didn't really get excited about this movie until about 2 or 3 weeks before I saw it, and I don't know why. I just was like, okay, that's coming out. That should be interesting. I started getting really, really excited about it. Maybe it was around the time Sarah and Matt we all went to Disneyland,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, we saw a sneak preview that was playing at DCA. That might have been the time where it started really like getting on me. Like I am excited to see this movie, and I walked out of that theater with a huge smile on my face.
Was it before or after the seat stabbed you in the back?
No, I'm not talking about that theater,
Mm-hmm.
but
It's fine. Oh, okay.
no, I'm talking about the movie theater. Yeah, so it was it's a fun movie, it's a funny movie, and it also is it's just great. I enjoyed it, and we're going to be seeing it again. Sarah and I are going to be joining Matt and his girlfriend on Thursday,
At the
So-
El Capitan.
and now
Up
everyone
in
knows
scenic
where we're going to be.
Hollyweird, California.
Now everyone knows where we're going to be on Thursday.
Yeah.
Good work, guys.
Oh, shut up! Not like you wouldn't want to see a bunch of bronies running around hanging out with you.
Oh, I would love, dude. Everyone needs to see this movie. It's great.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's a good run through on Zootopia. Obviously, without giving any big scenes or anything away.
This is actually a pretty good segue. So one thing that people keep talking about for the movie is like the furry influence. They're like, oh, furries, and this is going to be, planting the new wave of furries in the world. Which, whatever, I don't care. I laugh with it, where it's like, you'll see a bunch of fursuiters go to the movie theaters. Whatever, have fun. Just be respectful.
You only live once.
Whatever. What got me though was I found this great tweet today. I'm just gonna find it.
By the way, are we doing food?
Can we do it next time since we've already moved along?
Okay.
No. What do you mean? Do it next time?
Or you can do it during the Q&A portion or at the end or something. Let's keep going with our momentum. So here we go. We got this guy saying Syrian refugees were housed at a Vancouver hotel hosting a furry convention. ... This is real, and it has it's got these fursuiters hanging out with the Syrian kids, because there was a letter sent out, or there's a piece of paper saying like, hey, people at the convention, just so you all are aware, we had some interesting timing where we've got some refugees coming in. So just be mindful of them. Know that they are, they're coming from a war-torn country. So just, keep your head. And a lot of the fursuiters said, like, funny enough, the kids were really excited to go see them and started taking pictures with them. See all these kids are running over to the fursuiters, like it's like almost like a, it's like Disneyland or Disney World, and it's really cute. And I was reading through the comments, and some of the comment that cracked me up where it's like, haven't they suffered enough? We finally escaped war-torn Syria. Welcome to the beautiful land of Canada where, oh my god, what is that thing? Can't we have one moment of reprieve, please?
We went from warfare to psychological warfare.
I know that cracked me up. I laughed out pretty loud when I saw it. Haven't they suffered enough? But no, it was. I guess there really isn't that much to talk about this. Oh,
No,
there is
one big thing
You want to talk about it?
that I have. Yeah.
Go
So the news came out that Wander Over Yonder is not being renewed for a third season.
Aw.
Makes me sad. I had a good cry. I literally did cry. I didn't think I would, but I did.
As she drinks her sorrows
Yeah,
away.
I heard that
Yeah.
little.
I made it out on purpose.
I had a good cry.
Yeah, it's sad. They, the writers, they had a third season worked out, but Disney, I think it was around 6 months before they won their award, they already knew that they weren't being renewed for a third season.
Was Wander profitable? That's what I want to know.
I don't think so.
Did Disney market it to be profitable? That's
No,
what I
they
want to
did
know.
not.
They didn't have any form of merchandise for this movie.
Well, no.
Like,
Well, is the show more of a merchandise show or more of a advertiser show? Because there's a difference.
I don't know.
By
Like
clarifying
Disney,
that difference.
what Craig said was that Disney felt that statistically reruns did a lot better. And so they're like, well, we've already got like 80 episodes, so, this show is rerunnable and it's successfly rerunnable, so I don't think we need any new stuff. We'll
So
just
they're a
keep...
victim of their own success.
I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird.
Well, I feel bad because I can't help but feel that like the show really got some momentum going with it right
did.
after that Lord Dominator one, where because you and I joked, or I joked with you saying, "Oh yeah, I heard they're gonna cancel Wander Over Yonder." Sarah, I'm annoying you. Oh
then,
my
like,
God,
3
they
days
actually did it. I felt awful because I saw a tweet where you're like, Saber, You know, I thought you were joking, but I guess you were right. Dot dot dot. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I got really upset because I love Lord Dominator and Lord Hater, and I don't know about the orange guy and the blue horse. Those guys are kind of weird, but still, the villains were great. I mean, if anything, they deserve their own spin-off, and we can get rid of Wonder. Just call Over Yonder.
Stander over there.
Hater and Dominator.
Stander over there.
Yeah, it's a bummer. What a good show. I mean, it makes you wonder where Disney's going to go next, because I know they are putting a lot of their chips into the, like, Star versus the Forces of Evil, which got a third season before the second season even came out.
I like Star, but it's definitely not. I don't know. It didn't click with me like, Gravity Falls or Wander Over Yonder did. Just hasn't really clicked with me.
Gravity Falls is another show, by the way, that I feel like Disney completely missed the ball on merchandise.
No. Wait,
With merchandise?
Yeah. Yeah, with merchandise, yeah.
I haven't seen a single shirt.
But
I thought you were
that's the thing, though, is I don't.
Sister cancel that one too. I'm like, no.
How many of these kinds of shows get real merchandise? Like, when you think back to the and maybe Paley can chime in on this one, where think back to 90 cartoons, like the cartoons, or the Nickelodeon shows like Rugrats, Doug. Hey, I never saw a single bit of Hey Arnold or Doug.
Are we talking about the 90s when you were like 10? Those 90s?
What other 90s are there?
What merchandise would you have been looking for when you were 10 years old and the internet was like, I'm born?
What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense.
It does make sense.
No, it doesn't.
He's talking about like the toys in the stores and the games and all that.
That's what I'm talking about.
McDonald's and
No,
stuff.
you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're not.
What do you mean? That's not what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is,
I know what
listen
you're
here,
talking
piece of
about.
shit. All right, listen. There are certain things, okay, like when it comes
I
to
dropped my
public,
Cheez-Its.
yeah, when it comes to, yeah, you drop that Cheez-It. No, when it comes to public access stuff like the Saturday morning cartoons. You've got Transformers, which, like, yeah, we're gonna be slocking some merchandise here. Same with G.I. Joe. While, because I did some research on this, and I, you know what, I might be wrong. I'm not as big of a cartoon buff as like Paleo, but like he said, we're here in check. He goes, the only cartoons that really had a lot of merchandise during that time in the late '90s was the Powerpuff Girls, because those shows were cable access, as in, like, you had to buy the channel in order to see it. And that meant, like, you've got to make high-quality programming to get, like, advertisers to show up. That's how you make your money.
Back in the day, man. Yeah.
That goes on right now. Like, I mean, I almost want to pull Paleo in here to explain it, because I know that that's a reason why it is. Like, because I've never seen Gravity Fall merchandise the same way that I've never really seen any Hey Arnold merchandise. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, have you all seen that merchandise at all, or what?
No.
Well, I didn't
like,
say that every show wasn't vastly...
The only current show that I've definitely seen merchandise of is Steven Universe.
I've never seen a single... I see, like, T-shirts from, like, websites.
Well, that's merchandise.
I own a T-shirt. There's vinyl pops of Garnet, Pearl, and Amethyst, and Steven. They're, Cartoon Network, they have their own shop. Like, there's a lot of stuff there.
I feel like Adventure Time has a lot of merchandise.
Yeah, Adventure Time, like, Cartoon Network, they're good with, like, merchandise and advertising their stuff. Disney and Nickelodeon.
Well, Disney will schlock their own stuff at their own, like, Disney stores, but you don't see it at
even
Walmart.
then, you don't see Wander Over Yonder in Disney stores.
No.
Like Disney movies, Cars, Frozen, that's everywhere. But, like, the cartoon shows, not as much.
But not Wreck-It Ralph.
Well, Wreck-It Ralph isn't as marketable, unfortunately.
Why not?
How not?
What makes it unmarketable?
Like, there was a short period where they actually had Wreck-It Ralph stuff, and then it was just all gone.
Maybe they have, like, a trial time where it's like, okay, we'll see if this works or not. Oh, didn't sell well enough. I guess we're just barking up the wrong tree. Wow.
Meanwhile, you get fucking Olaf humidifiers and shit.
Frozen sells, though. Little girls want that stuff the same way that little boys want Cars stuff. Like, I think it was, like, what? The Cars franchise has sold over like, $1 billion worth of stuff.
Am I the only one that
It
finds
can't sell
slightly...
if you don't make it, though. I mean, you could say, well, yeah, Frozen sells. It's because they market
It's
to it.
everywhere.
No, you're saying that any IP can sell if you market it right, which I don't.
I didn't
agree
say
with.
any. I did not say any.
Yes, you did, Mr.
I
President.
did not say any.
Jeb Bush is a mess.
But I didn't say any.
Go on.
No,
Am I the only one that finds it slightly morbid that you can get a humidifier based on a snowman?
That is kind of funny, actually. The new Olaf fireplace.
Frozen is the Minions of Disney. It's everywhere.
More like Minions are the
Oh.
Frozen of whatever, Blue Sky or
It's
DreamWorks,
just
whatever.
no, like I don't know. It's I don't know how they base it on. The fact of the matter is, Frozen came out of.
I'm gonna bring
out of the
Paleo.
wells running.
Can I bring Paleo into this? Because this is right up his alley.
Why? Because you need him to back you up. What's the matter, Saber Spark?
Calm
No,
down.
give it a sec. Watch Paleo run roughshod all over him.
No, Paleo is a cartoon nut, and he can back this stuff up. Like he's like the specialist.
That's good, as opposed to any of us.
Well, what do y'all know? You're not huge fans of anything like Disney, for
So,
example.
like
Whoa.
Disney, they've got
Okay, what?
Star.
Hey, Paleo.
Well, catch up to speed. I mean, you're in the podcast, you were listening, but we're talking about, I guess, cartoons and merchandising.
Yeah, I was listening.
Well, I mean, let's just clarify one thing, and tell me if I'm wrong, because I remember like researching this alongside you about the 90 cable channels like Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon that depended more on advertisers for their income
Yeah.
and not as much about merchandise. What? Why?
That's obvious. That's obvious. I'm not making the argument of why the show's made. I'm making the argument of there can be a merchandise side and the advertiser side.
Well, maybe some
can
of
be
them.
two
It's
I
too
don't
much
want
money to make merchandise.
I don't want a Tommy Pickles
Maybe-
action figure.
I do.
You hate pickles though.
Though
I do.
The thing is, like, for Nickelodeon, their most successful show during the early '90s was Rugrats, and they had like a ton of seasons of that. So they did have a bit of merchandise of Rugrats.
Yeah.
And now their top show is SpongeBob, so there's a ton of merchandise of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of SpongeBob merchandise. I guess if
So it's usually only the top show that gets the most merchandise. Like for Cartoon Network, it's Adventure Time that gets everything.
Which is evident.
Yeah.
Would you say that Gravity Falls was Disney's top animated show?
wasn't that ratings where like they just knocked it out of the park?
What else is it up
I
against?
feel like Gravity Falls was one of the most popular, like, current Disney
think,
shows.
how often did they show reruns?
I don't know. I don't know.
For Gravity Falls?
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I know of for Gravity Falls is that they had, like, a Subway toy thing, and
Yeah.
that was it.
I know that
There-
for a while Disney Channel's like top cartoon was Phineas and Ferb.
Here,
And
I
they
guess
have a
when it
little bit of
comes,
merchandise.
the thing is
but
this
not much.
frustration I have with merchandising shows. It spans all the way back to when I was a kid, and I was a huge fan of a show called Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, and I loved it, and I was always like, oh my god. And the only reason I was able to find anything that was even Chip 'n Dale related was because Chip 'n Dale are like the substitute teachers of the main cast of the Disney group. And it's like they sometimes get love from Disneyland, and it's like, oh my god, yes. But it's like the only time I ever found a shirt was when Hot Topic decided, hey, you know what? What if we marketed towards nostalgia? And next thing I
that's
know,
now, though, because during the run of the show, there was a surprising amount of merchandise out there, including, the traditional lunchbox and thermos set.
well, where was I? I wasn't looking on
McDonald's
my
toys, too.
QVC channel for my Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers lunchbox.
Please, Race, you need to be 18 or older to order.
Yeah, or with parents' permission and their credit card. Back in the day. No, I know I'm probably wrong on this topic. I wasn't necessarily trying to be right. I was just saying that from my perspective, it's more of a wish than they should do this because it's a business smart thing. I wish that some of these shows were seen more as, well, why don't we make some merchandise from them? We'll see how it does. I know that's not a business model, and I know that's why I don't run a company. But that was my point, Saber. That's the point I was trying to make, is that, oh, shit.
Like, I can't believe that Disney didn't even think to make a Fix-It Felix Jr. hat. Just the
They
hat.
never made one?
No! They
Oh
never
man,
made
that would have
one.
been perfect.
That would have been perfect. And I'm like, what
Does not exist? Let me look that up. Fake.
I don't think they've ever made one.
You can buy patches on Etsy that people make, and then you can put it on a blue hat, but that's it. Disney didn't make any Fix-It Felix Jr. hats.
Well, because I'm gonna be brutally honest here. I don't think it was popular enough for him particularly.
Oh.
So I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just being.
You didn't see the crowd of people at the El Capitan Theater when they had the rerun of it there recently.
Yeah,
Were all
Wreck-It
17 of you
Ralph
there?
Wreck-It Ralph isn't a failure of a movie. It
I'm
made
not
a lot of
saying
money.
it's a failure. I'm just saying
Yes,
that.
Yeah,
you're
Paleo,
saying
get
it's
him!
not popular.
I'm not saying it's a failure. I'm just saying that compared to Elsa, out of maybe 100 kids, like, yeah, Fix It
Well,
Felix.
compared to Avatar, every
99.
movie's a failure.
Yeah,
Why are we
I think
comparing
That's
to Frozen?
that's the stupidest logic ever. Compared
think
to
the
Avatar, I
problem
think the
with-
movie's a failure. I'm just saying
Yeah,
Frozen was
I
a
think-
crushing success.
Because
Yeah,
Frozen
wanna-
was its biggest animated movie that came out. You're comparing
Yeah.
it to the biggest animated movie that
Yeah.
had come out after Wreck-It Ralph.
The problem with Wreck-It Ralph's like merchandise and stuff is that the year after Frozen came out, and that was their biggest
Yeah.
movie ever, so it just overshadowed Wreck-It
It
Ralph.
came out, arguably at
Such
the
an
wrong time.
unfortunate time for Wreck-It Ralph.
Disney's
And here's the
rubbing
question:
their hands
Does
together.
does successful merchandise beget additional merchandise, or is it solely movie based?
I think it was the first thing,
We're getting deep.
and a little bit of the second thing.
So deep.
Minute, guys, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Bye, Saber. Have fun storming the castle.
I think
You
it's a
know,
bit of
these-
both, Matt. I think it's a bit
Speaking of
both.
these TV shows, did you guys see the teaser image for DuckTales?
Yes, it looks like the image itself. I really like the style.
Yeah,
It
me
looks
too.
neat.
Let's
looks
see
neat.
here. I'm just comparing. I'm looking at under the Walt Disney Animation Studios banner, Wreck-It Ralph.
And also, Disney. Disney also has Pin Zero Part-Time Hero. It's very. I don't see a lot of people talking about it, but I've been watching it, and it's like pretty much its humor is right up my alley. So I recommend people to check out Pin Zero because it's actually really good.
Jesus, I'm just looking at Frozen's. Frozen made almost twice as much money as the next Walt Disney Animated Studio movie, which was my Avatar point, by the way, comparing it to Frozen.
Yeah.
But
Haley,
maybe that proves what Saber was saying right. I mean, Frozen has all this merchandise. Well, just judging by its box office success,
Yeah.
maybe that's everyone went, oh shoot,
Well,
everyone's singing the
is there-
songs.
Is there Avatar merchandise?
Oh no, I was making a joke about Avatar.
Oh, okay.
The Last Airbender or the one with the blue people?
I was
Overgrown Smurfs.
referring to
Blue
the
people.
like comparing the success of a movie to a movie that's already garnered a ton of success. Like basically saying,
Yeah.
well, it didn't do as good as Frozen, therefore it didn't do good.
Yeah, but that's the weird thing is like, where is the Avatar merchandise?
And
Yeah.
also, Big
Drop it
Hero
off.
6 was a very popular movie, and they
Aren't they
didn't
getting-
really do much like merchandise for that either.
Yeah.
There might not be a lot of Avatar merchandise, but aren't they getting like a whole land somewhere? I
I
thought
don't
they
know.
were.
They were, like, news was around about it, but I haven't
Was
heard
that
anything
canceled?
else. I don't know.
A-
I don't know.
Avatar land.
I hope so, though, because it's really not necessary. That
Disney
movie
World's
didn't
Avatar
do shit.
Oh, yeah, they're going to put one in Disney's Animal Kingdom.
So maybe merchandise will come out of that. Animal Kingdom. What is that saying about
Disney touching shit?
what does that say about the inhabitants of Avatar? What are
Wow.
we trying to say? Jeez. That was awesome.
But yeah, there's gonna be a new DuckTales, and I'm looking forward to that.
All right, I'm back.
And as far
What's
as
up?
animation
You
goes,
left?
Yeah.
Shit.
It looks like it might be the style that. Are they going to do like the same animation they're doing for the Mickey Mouse shorts?
It's going to be the exact same animation as the
it
Powerpuff
looks
Girls.
like that.
The new one or the old
I
one?
think by the style of it, it looks like it's gonna be a mix of like the new Disney shorts with Mickey and then Pen Zero type of style animation, which is very good.
We're going to have a villain go, Duckburg needs to get back with its manly roots. And
Oh, and here, Saber, this is up your alley. Apparently, I think the whole cast for the new DuckTales is different.
What?
it's not too hard to sound like, you know, it's kind of different compared.
Okay.
I think-
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
like,
when you said the casts were different, I'm like, what other ducks does Disney have?
Squeeze the ducks harder.
No, but
Oh yeah.
the VA for Scrooge is like getting up there in age.
Yeah, he's an older guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as long as he's still Scottish, I think I'll be all right.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll find somebody with a similar voice.
Sean Connery.
Since we were talking about it, there was a little side topic Sarah and I wanted to discuss involving Wreck-It Ralph. Last night, I was talking to her about the Zootopia soundtrack, and then it got us talking about Wreck-It Ralph or whatever, and I was comparing some scenes, and it's funny because she loves the entire soundtrack to Wreck-It Ralph. She listens to it in her car. She listens to it while she's doing art. She loves that soundtrack.
It's my
Where for
favorite.
me, there's a specific track, a specific part.
Not
of
even the track.
specific
It's like 30 seconds of music that he listens to, and that's
It's so good, though.
That's all he listens to.
All right, so here's the side story. Matt witnessed this. When I first saw Wreck-It Ralph, spoiler alert, there was a scene in there where Ralph basically jumps to his doom, and
Yes.
the music picks up, and I remember sitting there. I'm a huge fan of soundtracks, but I'm a bigger fan of when a soundtrack does it right. And as the music was going, I'm like, oh, now go down, and then it goes down. And I'm like, oh! It's hard to explain, but I was
He
I literally.
splooged.
He was feeling the music every step of the way.
I was, and I was like, oh my god.
He
it's
was
so good.
conducting from his seat.
I
mentally.
find it. I was, and they did what I asked, and it's just so. It made me so happy.
He and the composer shared a mind.
Oh, it's so loud!
What is that?
I'm bad, and that's okay. I'll never be okay.
I'll never be good, and that's not
and that's
bad.
fine. I think I'm gonna die. This was a bad idea.
It's
Not me.
You know what's funny though? Is I'm sure this is the music that played when that guy fell off that crane in those videos last night.
Oh God! Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm stupid and that's bad. There's no one who's gonna be me for much longer. No, we for some reason decided last night that it would be in our best interest to look at videos of people falling off of cranes.
Well, it started with people just being on cranes.
No. It started off with a techno Viking, my friend. That's where it started off with.
Oh yeah.
It was a very interesting night.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you should never expose yourself to this internet.
It started out with the Russian weird singer, the guy with the starfish head. Then it led on to Techno Viking, Dusty Cat's brother, getting rid of hooligans at the rave in Switzerland. And then Reyes brings up, hey, look at this old, like, cringe-inducing. And when I say cringe, I don't mean as an embarrassment, as in, like, your instincts are saying, run.
Stop. It's these guys that climb this crane with no equipment, and it's like a crane on top of a skyscraper. So you're looking down, and you can't even make out cars or anything. You just kind of see the line of the road. And these guys are hanging off the crane.
And they're doing pull-ups.
No,
like,
they're
stupid.
literally like 30 stories up at least. Like you are dead if you fall.
and then I think Saber decided to look up statistics on how many people have fallen off of cranes, and it of course a video popped up, and he's like, "Oh no!"
Most of them from Russia, which didn't really surprise me too much. Yeah, there was a lot. There were a bunch of live leak videos of people falling off of tall objects to their death, and there was one. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, beer. There was one of a guy.
I thought you said you didn't have any alcohol.
I found some. I found a video though of this Russian dude walking on a crane, and there are these guys in a car down below in traffic. I guess I don't know. Maybe the police showed up to stop what was happening, and you see the guy walking on the crane, and the Russian guys are talking to each other in the car. Speaking their language. Someone translated saying with them, like saying expletives, and you see the guy on the crane, like walking on top of it, and you see him do a misstep and try to correct it, but by that time it was too late. He was done, and he fell 17 stories and hit the ground, and died. So I share this with you all to say, don't you ever do something stupid like that. Like, don't.
Saber,
If you
haven't
do,
you realized we're all idiots?
No, we're not.
It
No,
just depends on how and when.
We're not that stupid.
I'm not that dumb.
I don't know when we're getting into Q&A, but I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the stupidest thing you've ever done in your life? Or the thing you look back at and say, how did I survive?
I don't think
I once
Go ahead.
I once almost got hit by a car, and I remembered stopping and looking back and going, my life could have been different right now. I was like 11. Because I was riding my bike, and
mature thought for 11 years old.
well, what happened was this car was backing out of their driveway, but they have like the yard that has a brick wall, and then it like turns so you can't really see the driveway, and they have plants, and then I'm going by, and I literally, as I'm going by, this car's backing down, and it probably would have knocked me off my bike, but I was like, I could have died. And that's when I converted.
I just got a funny text.
Probably the stupid thing I've done is drive a golf cart full speed over a bump and then run into a tree and make myself black out and have a big knot on my head.
Dumbest thing I've ever... I'm impressed that Sarah didn't say, A, starting a relationship with me, or B, taking part in races with me. I think the dumbest thing I've ever done actually would have to be doing a demolition derby with a broken seat. That was pretty bad.
And no, continuing the demolition derby with a broken seat.
Yeah, well, it took me 2 hits to realize that's what was wrong, and then the last hit hurt a lot. But yeah. Anyone else have dumb things they've done?
I got a funny, quick little story. So, I went out to get some Mexican food tonight with my coworker and her boyfriend and some other friends, and I got to meet her brother, who looks like a lot like Thor, right? And he sat across from me at the dinner table. We ate Mexican food. We talked about Game of Thrones and other stupid stuff. And there's a big, strong guy and everything. And Molly, the coworker, is like, she's like, oh, by the way, we're going back to my place afterwards to have drinks. You're invited. I'm like, no thanks. I got things to do. And I kindly declined. Well, I just got a text from her where it has a picture of her brother smiling with his hair down. And she said, you missed out. And for the life of me, I was like, I'm not gay. I couldn't tell what was. It occurred to me they straightened his hair. That's why it's down. That I guess they're like, oh, he straightened his hair. But to me, all I got was a picture of a smiling Thor with his hair down, with her saying,
Now they're gonna think
"You
you're
missed
gay.
out." I'm like, I'm straight.
As I said, we're all idiots. It just
I
depends on
have
how
a
and when.
boyfriend. Oh Jesus. Like we said, by the way, for anyone wondering, we're shifting the food stuff we'll probably do when we do our break before Q&A. The one of the other big topics. By the way, actually, before I get to it, it's it's gonna be season 6 MLP that we're gonna talk about. But Saber, you sent me a text, and I kind of had no idea exactly what you were referring to. All it said was something about Syria and refugees.
It was the Syrian refugees. I already talked about that.
Okay. Because autocorrect made me think that you were going to talk about when you were using Google Maps or something, or your iPhone. I don't know how to drive maps with Siri, because I got okay, Siri refugees for a convention. And I was like, what, did people like use Siri to get from one place to the next, and they ended up in the really wrong part of town? Okay. So, My Little Pony. Well, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say, are we gonna do the Q&A after this?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, this will be our last big topic, and last big topic, and then we'll have a couple of things to mention as far as conventions coming up. We have a couple that have been announced. So, My Little Pony season 6 has been announced with a release date of March 26th, 2016. It's back in about 2 weeks and 3 days.
Soon.
I was that soon. I thought it was next month.
Yeah,
March
no, I
26th.
realized it was that soon because I was like, all right, time to kick back and take a break. Not a big break, just kind of a break from all the heavy editing stuff. Yeah, man! I have a reactor.
What day is it?
March
26th.
Good Lord,
26?
No.
Yeah,
That's right after we go to
Saturday.
Disneyland, Matt.
No chill.
Yeah, so hey, and to answer any questions, yes, there's gonna be a Bronies React.
You only
Race,
barely got a break.
Don't you have like a memoir coming out too or something?
I do, and now I have a freaking deadline for it because I have to get it out before season 6 starts. Damn it!
You're welcome.
I feel like Beavids when he eats meatballs.
What, you want to start grabbing people?
Don't know, and I don't want to know.
Damn it! So yeah, no, I imagine. I mean, what do you guys think? Season 6. I purposely haven't watched the trailer for it yet.
Neither have I.
I don't know if I
keep
will.
it that way.
Yeah, I don't know if I will. I don't like what MLP trailers give away. Sometimes I'm like, too much.
They give too much
I
away.
watched it. I don't feel like it shows too much.
Wait, you just said you haven't
I haven't
watched
watched
it.
I have watched it.
Oh,
I
I'm
did
sorry.
watch
I was like, what? What did
I
you say,
watched
Matt?
the trailer. It's still like kind of like a teaser trailer. There wasn't much shown.
Did it show a pony walking up without clothes on, and then they start talking about Zootopia, and then they're like, oh, we wear clothes here, and then they put the clothes on the pony?
No.
But there's a
Okay.
nudist colony.
It's called Ponyville.
It's a naturalist club. It's not a college.
It is. You know what? You're right.
My
It is,
cousin
actually.
made that joke back when the show first aired.
Tomato,
He's
sorry.
like, here's Canner lot. Here's Brayburn's town. Wait a second, Ponyville's a nudist colony or something like that. I was like, Brony.
Oh,
I wasn't that excited.
What was that?
oh, I was. So yeah, no. So I mean, obviously, topic-wise, who knows? The Q&A will probably cover some of these kind of questions, but people tend to ask, "What do you want to see in season 6?" And I still stand by. I want to see more family stuff, more of the past of the main 6, specifically Rainbow Dash.
We're gonna see Scorpion. I just know we will.
You feel good about that?
That's the only thing
How-
that gets me excited anymore is like when it ties into old like previous MLP generation, like hopefully not My Little Ponytails, but like Scorpion or Grogarg or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I want to see Grogar.
That'd be great. That's like
And I've
you
seen him
own-
in like the. Yeah, I've seen him in like the G4 style. And it looks cool.
Yeah, he looks great. Like it's like you own the IP, you own the name. Go for it. Use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Tyr, that was
So-
that was probably one of the biggest surprises ever in MLP. Like, and for season 4, or I'm sorry, for G4 was having Tyr come back. I love that. Was great.
And they did a good job with
Fundamentally
it.
try
They
to
didn't.
murder everyone.
Didn't they? Did they spoil that one? Because I know, like, I avoided everything, but I don't remember them actually giving it away.
Well,
Did
they kind of had a little bit, but it was him in his little weak form, not his big form.
Okay. Yeah,
Sucking
no,
the souls out of ponies.
yeah. So
Mr.
that'll-
Patrick!
I'm excited. Do we know if this is a full season or one of those weird half seasons?
Oh, I don't think they'll be doing half seasons ever again. That was because of syndication.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It should
That
be
was
a full
there.
season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. It's nice to know that we could get a season 6 of MLP and not a season 3 of Wander.
Man. Hmm.
Boy, you really got us rubbing in there.
If you could trade it, Sarah, if you could trade it, would you?
Oh, absolutely, she would.
Yeah.
No, she would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonders.
So, like,
Sarah!
ponies are
How
over,
could you?
Wander is going on.
You would kill My Little Pony for Wander Over Yonder.
My Little Ponies had 5 seasons. Okay.
Here's the funny
What if Wander had 5
Here's
seasons?
the funny part. I agree with her.
But it doesn't, Matt.
I agree with her. I agree.
switching
I
it up.
totally agree with her. Because now it's like I want to see what happens to Lord Hater. Like I care.
They're
a lot
leaving you.
about that.
They hooked you and then they're leaving you.
What else?
Got 'em.
What
I
else
have
is there for
a feeling
Pony
that
at the
the
moment?
Dominator storyline is going to
Well,
be
that-
wrapped up this season.
Yeah, that's one of the best. That's one of the things I think, as far as like fandoms go, when they leave it with questions answered, it seems to contribute a lot more to the longevity of the fandom, and that's what fanfic is for. That's what art is for. That is what the creative influence of the community is for. To a degree, I think the Wander community will last longer because now there is still stuff to explore. However, I didn't see the season finale of Wander. Did they leave it on a cliffhanger?
They kind of wrapped it up a little. With this. Wait, was it the
Well,
last episode?
it's not over yet.
Second season's not over yet. There's still
Yeah.
6.5 hours left.
I was like, what the hell are you
Gotcha.
guys talking about?
Well, never. Yeah, you can
I-
tell how up to speed I am on
I
that.
have a
but
feeling
that
they're going to
episode-
wrap up the Dominator storyline
Wrap
this
it up.
season.
Why do you mean wrap it up?
Yeah. I have a feeling that it's,
Well,
you know,
because
by
you don't
the
wanna get
season
pregnant.
finale, Dominator's going
Is
to
that-
be
Can
either
I-
taken
can I
care
ex-
of or
I'm gonna express my
be gone.
issue with Wander Over Yonder. Is you'll have these amazing, knock it out of the park episodes like this last Lord Dominator one with the singing. That was amazing. That was a great episode. One of the best I've ever seen of cartoons, period. But then you have these really retarded ones where it's like, Wander got himself a new banjo string. And it's like, oh, okay. It's one of those episodes. I'm going to skip this one. I'm sorry.
What episode are you
I'm sorry.
talking
I'm
about?
sorry. Mentally challenged. Mentally challenged episodes.
No, okay. But the first season of Wander Over Yonder was that style, and Disney wanted them to keep the episodes, stand alone for the most part for season 2. So yes, between like all the big special episodes that are 30 minutes long, you're gonna have the segment episodes that are 15 minutes long that don't have much to do with the big plot line.
Yeah, but look at Steve.
And I don't have a problem with that because I love the Dominator plot line.
Oh, I love her
but-
plotline too.
The
Oh.
what made me fall in love with Wander Over Yonder was the short 15-minute episodes.
Okay,
And
and
those
in your
They're
favorite,
cute, endearing.
there are the one with the breakfast. That was amazing. That was very well made. That was they were able to use that and like in a very different way. But I don't know, because MLP can be the same way with some of its one episodes where it's like, I don't care about Applejack and her stupid farm. God damn it! Like I don't care.
you just want to piss me off. You just want me to
You're
scream.
just pushing Sarah's buttons.
Wait, do you like Applejack and her dumb farm? Because I actually had no idea. Do you?
Applejack's her favorite
Applejack's
pony.
my favorite character.
It's so funny because I had no idea. I thought it was.
Saber, it's nice knowing you because I think she's just gonna stab you at the next convention you're both at.
I actually had no idea.
Race, you should make that a panel.
It's Stabbing Saber's Park 101.
Everfree Northwest is going to be a fun one.
I don't know. I'm really biased as far as it comes to Wander Over Yonder because I was in love with that show from episode 1. And there's only been one episode that I haven't liked, and that was I think it was the Helper.
With the sex scene. Yeah.
No, it was the Helper,
Yeah.
the one that was completely done by one of the SpongeBob directors, and I was just like, what the
Wait.
fuck?
What was the helper about?
The Helper was about Wander he came to this town and he's like trying really hard to find somebody to just help, and he's doing all these helpful things. And then at the end of the episode, the people in the town are just like, yeah, you can help us by just fucking leaving. And Wander's just like, okay. And I'm just like, what is this episode? And it just, like, the
I
entire
like that
episode was
though,
directed. I didn't like that episode. I didn't like it.
because
Like, the whole way it was set up and stuff, like,
but it's
it
important
just
for
felt
Wander to know
off.
that there's some people you can't help. They don't want your
I
help.
know that's important, but I feel like it could have been done in a better way. Like, with Dominator, she's like, I don't need your help with anything.
God, she's so awesome though. Like,
It's not.
like, and I know I keep talking about like her body shape and everything, but like as a character, she's just fantastic. And I know this sounds so mean of me, but Sarah, I feel like Wanderer facilitates the meetings for Hater and Dominator, and that's all he's good for. That's all. I'm like, okay, you've done your job. You can go home now.
Oh my god.
Sylvia's all right, and Peepers is great, but Wander is without a doubt the worst character in Wander Over Yonder.
No, you just want to piss me off, and I'm not going for it.
I'm not trying to piss you off. I'm just saying that's the truth. And from
Wander is the best character, along with Sylvia. They're my main
Sylvia's my
two.
favorite. I like Sylvia.
I love Dominator, but I love Wander and Sylvia the most out of that show.
I don't know. I think
They're my
the thing that
favorites.
worked for me with Wander, as it did with Ponies, is they have good characters. I don't care what the plot is. If you have good characters, frankly, I'm surprised Wander didn't try it, but you could sit there reading the phone book and have it be slightly compelling, just because of who's there,
wait, Wander
what they're
reading
doing.
a phone book. If Lord Hater reading a phone book would be different, but Wander. Sylvia,
It's
I'm
the
reading a
characters.
phone book. Wander.
Can you not see that, Saber? Can you not see that
Like,
now?
let's look at this. This is exactly what happened. Sylvia, I'm gonna looking for some friends to hang out with. And then pause the screen. It'll say the phone book with the banjo sound afterwards for the name of the episode, and then it'll continue on with Sylvia being like, "But Wander, we gotta get out of here for whatever reason." Wander be like, "But we gotta make a friend," and that's their episode versus Lord Hater and Peepers, which is more slapstick humor, in my opinion, where Peepers, I want to destroy everyone in this phone book. But sir, we gotta go blah 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 blah. And that sounds so much better to me.
Like, no, okay,
and yet, Saber,
but no.
you just described it a Wander Over Yonder
Hater
episode.
is Wander's. Like, Hater is like Wander to Peepers. They're
Excuse
the
me.
exact same dynamic.
No, they're not. They're absolutely different. One's
Same dynamic.
one's a
except
good
Hater's
character, one's
just a
bad.
whiny bitch.
So, Jerry,
gonna have
how you
one-
doing?
I'm just dreading when this show ends. All I'm gonna be hearing is Saber's a fuck. That's all I'm gonna be hearing.
That hasn't started yet?
No, but the point is,
Imagine that
there's
scene from
the exact same dynamic between Hater and Peepers and Wander and Sylvia. And that's the whole point of the whole thing with Peepers and Sylvia becoming kind of buddies in the second season, because they're like, well, our idiots are idiots, and we gotta keep them out of trouble.
They're both. That's what I like. Is that the show calls out. Wander is often called out for how overly spunky he is, and that's what makes me laugh. Is that when it's just like, yeah, like Sylvia's just sitting there like, yeah, you screwed up, stupid.
See, this is gonna be this will be me tonight whenever the podcast is over. This right here. Here, I'll even show it to the podcast.
Oh my
Wait, let me move it over.
All right,
Well,
should we get to Q&A?
Well, yeah, but before we do, last thing, conventions. Saber, you and I have a couple conventions that have kind of come to fruition.
Yes, yes, they have.
And let's make sure we talk about the ones that are public and not the ones that aren't.
We've been confirmed for
Spoilers.
Winnie City. That will be April. Well, I mean, it's May.
First to third.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be there too.
That's how he knew. So yeah, so April 1st through the 3rd. That'll be fun, being at a convention on April Fool's Day.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right.
Here, what do you all have planned?
I'm going to turn off the lights twice. And then the other convention that I believe we've announced at this point, also in April.
We're going to BabsCon
Yeah.
in
So
San Francisco. We're going to a couple of cons this year. Some of them haven't been confirmed just yet, but
some of them haven't been announced but have been confirmed. So we know. I mean, as far as we're looking right now, I don't want to jinx it, knocking on wood here, but this might be our busiest, or at least my busiest convention year to date.
well, I mean, so far I think we have about 6 cons lined up. Some of them haven't been 100% confirmed, but they're very close. So yeah, it's going to be a busy year.
Yeah, good year though. I know we're both looking forward to it. We love the convention scene
Yes,
and eating food.
Praise be to Allah. No. I'm gonna tell you right now. I want to go to a hot pot place in Chicago.
A what?
Hot pot
He wants to smoke pot.
in Chicago. In Chicago. No. I found this excellent hot pot place. All right, so I was watching one.
What is hot pot?
I'll freaking tell you. It's so. And my
Tell me what hot pot is.
It's because he was watching One Punch Man and he saw Saitama eat it, and
now I want.
You know how that
I'm very impressionable. I want to do that too now.
because One Punch Man is like the greatest show ever according to Saber.
Well, according to the Bible.
Sarah, what do you think of One Punch Man?
Have you watched it, Sarah?
Sarah?
I haven't watched it. I read what you gave me at that convention, and I like it so far.
Aww.
Oh, come on, now's your chance, Sarah. What do you really think about it?
No.
Yeah, what do you
Where's-
really think?
By saying so, she's already winning because now I feel guilty. So, all right.
Oh, okay, she's just sitting here like,
Where can I watch it though?
I'll show you.
I mean, it's on Hulu.
Oh, it's on Hulu. Okay,
Yeah, you can watch it for free on Hulu.
okay. I have Hulu.
We'll watch it together.
How did you do this? Where do you watch this? I'll show you. So convention's looking good. So Q&A, I guess we could jump into.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's
We'll give it-
yeah. Well,
Cass.
let's announce Q&A. Everybody send in your questions, and we'll.
Yeah. Now I gotta go through these food posts.
Yeah. Let's go through the food posts while we're waiting for for Q&As.
Oh, by the way, a quick announcement quickly. Proud to say that Shyfro has joined the Semi-Perfect Podcast team. He's going to be
Yay!
editing our videos and uploading them to our channel. Just don't have the time to sit down and really do it myself and just upload it.
Just sit down and click 2 buttons.
Listen, all right?
Woohoo!
Those are 2 buttons I'd be clicking for porn. All right, but yeah, I don't have enough time, so he's going to handle that, and I very much so appreciative of it. I don't think Shyfro is actually here at the moment, but yeah, shout out to Shyfro.
Yay,
We just made me
Shyfro.
think of Avenue Q.
But all right, go and do your food thing.
All right, the food thing. So we see Alec Greer has a picture here where he was eating a sandwich. He had 2 cookies, the Peanuts movie, Pepsi, and Snoopy. So yeah,
There's always the theme with Alec.
Everything's
like
better
it.
with
Yep.
Mhm.
So let's see. I'm gonna retweet that. These were the food pictures from earlier. Red Star 007. He's actually been talking to me about doing an interview for his podcast at some point. So he said had to contribute. He has got a picture of double stuffed golden Oreos and a little itty bitty root beer. Looking good. So I'm gonna retweet that one. He's got the food and the podcast in the same picture.
It's
Jory
got
with
some-
the
2
white
hamburgers.
Oreos.
The white Oreos. Oh. Bobby One has peaches and pony merch. The #1 combo in the world.
You want to sing the song when say you turn to Skinner from The Simpsons? The #1 combo in the world.
Anyway, your mic quality just went really bad.
It might be the internet. Is it like
Okay.
You've improved.
Yeah, it's getting better now.
good? Yeah.
Excellent.
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 Yeah, Jory has got 2 manly burgers with his Dr. Pepper Do you all remember that Dr. Pepper commercial where it was like, only men can drink this?
Yeah.
No.
That was the most sexist thing ever. Like, it was ridiculous how sexist it is. It's absolutely insane. Like this isn't a woman's drink, and they're like punching things. There it is. I found it.
And then Drummer Shy's got his yummy snacks with, it looks like cheese peanut butter crackers maybe, or cheese crackers or something. His bologna's starting to run low, and he's got a big old glass of water with lemons on it. So almost good.
All right, we got one from Sir Savvy. I don't see any food, just a thumbs up. That's fine. The piano will do.
I'll thumb
They're
that up.
eating their piano.
Yeah.
That's their
No
dinner.
food, but they had the piano. So credit for trying. Let's see here. I had to just oh my
Cadet
god.
Red Shirt was cooking while watching the podcast.
Cadet Red Shirt
What's she
gets
making?
credit.
She's got herself, looks to be some potatoes in that pot with some sauce in the other one, from the looks of it.
That is a nice
Potatoes.
We got here.
Potatoes.
That's it for the food, I believe.
I think that might be.
There's Neon Rush with 2 hot dogs and some chips and I think a Coke.
I missed that one. All right.
Because they hashtag SP podcast. That's what I'm looking through. That's what I always look through.
All right. So does anyone need a break to get a drink or bathroom or anything?
Nope, I just
Oh,
topped
okay.
off my beer.
All right, cool. Shall we?
Let's do it.
Surely.
I see a question here from all over asking, March 26th, new ponies. Are you guys ready for it with spoilers?
I'm ready.
Not really like big time spoilers, but in case anyone doesn't know, I won't exactly read what's on here. Yeah, so I think like we discussed, I think we're ready.
Much looking forward to it.
I mean, I could have used another month off, but whatever.
Oh my god,
Your hard drive is crying out in agony.
Cheese Puff made a Photoshop of our heads over the tiger bodies from the
Yeah.
outro.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Two
god.
posts.
Dude,
Zootopia.
we have to send this picture to conventions for now on when they ask for headshots.
Sorry, the outro for what now?
Saber, we just got one of the conventions is asking for pictures for the panel.
Well, that's good enough for me. Which con was it? I forget.
It's the one that we're going to soonest.
Really? Okay, well, send that then. That's amazing. I love it. Thank you, Cheese Puff.
It's hilarious. I'm retweeting that. I am liking it. All right, what do we got here? It's stuck in my head. Gage is asking, it says, watching the podcast, did I miss the M4 Shermans?
Oh God, he means the from our Happy Hour History podcast. We had like this M4 Sherman tank rant for the entire last episode. It's pretty good.
What were they
Nice.
talking about?
We're talking about I forget. We had a couple of topics last time. Like we had copyright history, and then we talked about like World War II for a bit. And we're talking
Dude,
about
you're talking about copyright in World War II and you leave me out?
Dude, then join us next
Seriously?
time. I'm sorry.
Shoot me an invite.
I will. I'll hit you up next time. We might be having one tomorrow night.
When is it?
It's usually every other Thursday, and we were supposed to have one last Thursday, but we all couldn't make it. And there's supposed to be one tomorrow, but I might be too busy. Hopefully not, because I've been wanting to catch up with those guys and ask them some questions about, like, I don't know. I was wondering yesterday because I was watching the Peabody and Sherman movie, and they were in the Egyptian times, and I thought, well, hold on, like. What were the average people doing? Like, was it like real estate back then, where like a person go, I want to buy this house in the city, and it's like, okay, who's selling it? You know, who made it? How does this work? I don't know. It's like, how did ancient civilization work for a society as far as just the average Joe? But that's neither here nor there, I suppose.
To the extent that there was actual city type dwelling, most people kind of farm their own land and a lot of murder.
Yeah. A lot of not much accountability as far as I mean, like I know there's like some kind of police and guards, but I think it
Yeah,
was.
this is my land. No, this is my land. I have a rock. It's your
well,
land.
I have a samurai, but have you seen that by the way? The History of Japan video, Matt.
Maybe not. I don't know.
We'll watch it after this.
You would like it, man.
I think I have. Yes, I have. I have seen that one.
With the little musical jingles being like,
Yeah, we should.
how about I
film,
do
think.
anyway?
I think you should link it to the chat, but
It will.
Let's see here.
they need to see
Ozzy
this if they have not seen it.
has a question. It says, "Thought Hey Arnold is coming back into a TV movie. It's official."
I'm pumped.
Good question.
I'm looking
We
forward to
talked
it.
about that last week, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, we did.
Ozzy has another question. I believe asking which cartoons should or getting canceled.
Huh?
Which one should be
Says
canceled?
which cartoons should or getting canceled?
Yeah, which one should or getting canceled?
Oh, Ozzy, I love you. Which
I
one
think they should or cancel SpongeBob.
Yeah, Simpsons.
Yeah.
I think should be retired.
Is it not?
No,
Like, I know that's a dumb question because
No.
I know everyone will know when Simpsons finally gets canceled.
Not
But
yet.
it just
because it'll be
amazes me
big
that
news.
it's still going.
South
Yeah,
Park.
it would be big news.
Yeah,
Simpsons.
SpongeBob kind of needs to be put to rest. It's run its course.
Needs to be euthanized.
You need to go, Grandma. You need to just go. I'm sorry, but it's time. Just go into the light.
This got dark.
Go into the light, Grandma.
Okay, then I'll go this way.
Yeah.
Ozzy also asked, have the news about real life. Okay, have you guys seen this? So on the
Yeah.
news, he's saying, have you seen the news about real life ponies running away on NBC News?
No, what's this about?
What?
Jimmy
There
Larson
was like,
retweeted it.
yeah, there's like this whole thing where these live ponies were running away. There were like 4 of them running away.
I
And
didn't see that one. but
It
I
was
saw
it was
another one.
I guess the coverage was kind of treating it like a getaway. So, I haven't actually seen it. It just is how it looked without sound. And it's funny, like there's like a Celestia Twitter account that made a comment that's like, we have no association with the ponies that are running. However, we are ready to help out in any way or whatever. Like completely being politically correct. It was hilarious.
I got you one better. Back on March 9th in the LA Times, there was an article about CHP, California Highway Patrol, needing 4 hours to catch a runaway unicorn.
Go on.
Why did my link get deleted in the chat? Are we not allowed to post links in there?
No, you're not. I'm sorry, it's automated.
You're not a mod.
Well, in that case,
I
if
thought
you're
you was a
looking...
mod.
I just made my account today.
Panama Matt. Deleted link.
But
Was
for
that
all-
your first post in the chat?
Alright, you are now a mod.
Now
Let's
post
try
it.
this again.
Woohoo! Now you got a sword.
It didn't take,
Oh,
Saber.
I was
It did not
corrected.
take.
There were
Yes, it did.
5 ponies.
Yes, it did. It posted.
Oh, it did? It says deleted link for me.
You're good.
Anyway, all you gotta do is Google CHP unicorn. And yes, a unicorn was loose for 4 hours after running away from a birthday party.
Flying away.
Oh.
Get zapping.
Or a photo
teleported.
shoot or something like that.
Oh.
It has a fuzzy pink bridle and a horn coming out of its forehead.
That's wonderful.
My little run!
Apparently, those ponies that got loose are back home safely.
As with this one, it was a 600-pound Shetland pony with a prosthetic horn and a fuzzy pink bridle. But yes, back safe
Oh,
and sound.
oh. So this pony had plastic surgery done. I see. Okay.
Just a touch.
Alec Greer asks, mustard or mayo?
Mustard.
Mustard.
Yeah, mustard.
Depends on
Neither.
what it's on.
Mustard typically works on
Sandwich.
more things than mayo does to me.
I will agree
I don't
with
feel
that.
like mayo's as vital. Jory's asking, what has been your guys' favorite city to visit while attending a convention?
Ooh, good question.
Good,
Seattle.
great question, Jory.
That's tough to answer.
Seattle's a good one. There's so
But
many
then
different
I
places.
like the city to begin with, so...
Every city that we've been to, at least in my opinion, has something different to offer. It has a different kind of flavor or character to it. Like, I mean,
Meatball.
Baltimore. Like Baltimore, for example, I wouldn't say it's my favorite city, but it's got a lot of character
Yeah.
and what it represents for us. I thought San Francisco was an amazing city, just how it's set up and how big it is, and the Golden Gate Bridge. Like I will never forget that.
Saver. I already know what's your favorite.
Which one?
I think
Anaheim,
Yeah.
because Disneyland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's something very nice and chilled out of Anaheim. It seems very like, I don't know, like perfect.
I'm gonna say
my favorite location so far.
We didn't show you the right parts of
San
Anaheim
Diego.
then.
San Diego? Yeah, San Diego's
Yeah.
great. That was beautiful.
that was a beautiful convention that we went to.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose, I think like location wise, I think San Diego was one of the nicest.
But you can say
But-
Germany
but-
for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I wasn't going to. Thanks for reminding me. I've been there. You know what's funny about Germany though is that walking outside, if you didn't talk to anybody, I could just be convinced that I was kind of like lost somewhere in the U.S. Like they drive on the correct side of the road, and half the people there, well, 90% of the people there speak English anyways.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say Milwaukee. When it snowed there, that kind of won me over. Just it was so different weather-wise for me, and I loved when we walked to the lake and everything. That
was a lot
it
of
was just
fun.
nice.
Milwaukee's a great
plus-
city.
Plus the food.
Just for frame of reference, was that the vlog where you walked out of the airport and instantly walked back in?
There were a couple that I've had to do that, but that was the one I think I was screaming at one point.
Still got to
Yeah.
narrow it down.
That was cold. That's the coldest place or coldest convention I've ever been.
Oof.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ooh,
it snowed.
what's up, Paleo? What's that?
Saver, I have a question here from
What's up?
Cadet Red Shirt.
What's that?
Food you're looking forward to eating on your convention things.
Ooh.
Mmm.
It's funny.
Well, we're going to Chicago in a few weeks, and I'd be damned if I don't eat a hot dog while I'm there.
Yeah, same.
Well, it's close to Milwaukee, so I'm betting they still have cheese curds there.
Oh yeah,
I
no
want
cheese curds.
Cheese curds.
Cheese curds I fell in love with. They were my new favorite. Like
Why don't
amongst
they have
new
those
food.
everywhere?
They do
No.
have them, but they're not as good. Like the same way that people might have poutine, but it's not Canadian poutine, so it's completely
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Like cheese
So-
curds, I remember we all went to that big old like bar, and you said this, Race. Like we were all eating it without the marinara sauce, and it's like that's a testament to how good the food is in its basic form. Is you don't
Yeah.
need a sauce to change; it's already good enough.
It weirded me out. I've never had a food that I didn't think mozzarella sauce could enhance it. Like even ice cream, I sometimes put mozzarella sauce on.
Mozzarella sauce?
Alec Greer has a
Mozzarella
question
sauce,
here.
you're right.
Alec is asking, who would you rather hang out with? And I feel like this is going to be a very much tip of the scale. Olaf or Baymax?
Oh, Baymax.
Baymax.
Max.
Baymax.
Baymax.
Would you rather get punched in the face or go and have ice cream?
Have not
Oh, well,
seen.
So
Big Hero
Baymax
6.
would punch you in the face, and Olaf, you could just eat him.
That's true.
What about who would you rather hang out with? Also from Alec, Timon or Pumbaa?
You know,
I like Timon.
I love
but
Timon. He's my favorite, but I'd probably hang out with Pumbaa because Timon's kind of an asshole.
and Puma's just chill.
Pumbaa's very chill and he's very kind.
And
I like
Sarah's
Pumbaa.
used to. Yeah, so. Yeah. I don't know. Part of me
Yeah.
just thinks it'd be fun to just like shoot the shit with Timon. Just like talking crap.
Yeah.
Timon would be
Plus,
better for conversation.
Sarah, then
But
you'd be
for just
talking to
hanging.
Nathan Lane.
Yeah, I know. But it's like
Nathan
an
Lane who
asshole
got eaten
version
by a
of
meerkat.
Nathan. Like Timon's not bad.
That was a meerkat.
He's kind of a jerk.
Wait, who is?
Timon,
Yeah,
the character.
but he's our
He's a little
jerk. Pumbaa farts.
He does, but
Well,
Savor,
so does
everybody
Jeffrey, so I'm
poops.
used to it, okay?
Yeah, you are used to it.
I have conditioned her for this. Alec also has a question asking, any of y'all remember And it's funny because I think we were talking about this movie in the last podcast, but we're back, A Dinosaur Story.
Roll back the clock to the dawn of time and
That's
sing
a
the
guilty
song with
pleasure of mine.
me.
Another great soundtrack from James Horner, I
Roll
may
back the
add.
clock. Turn back the
Oh yeah, that's
clock.
right.
Play with my
He
cock.
did both that and The Land Before Time.
He did. And
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah, I
You
know-
know what James did with his music? He let no bad happen.
In public.
We're Back is such a weird movie, but I love it.
It's a dark movie.
I know
and
it better
like
from
it.
the Nostalgia Critics review of it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie made me hungry for hot dogs. Like, all I wanted to do was eat hot
Oh!
dogs.
Oh yeah.
Preach it, brother.
Oh.
I just want to eat cartoon food. Like, they're sitting on a pile of hot dogs. And I'm having like
They look
a
so
wet dream about it. I'm like, I wanted those hot dogs.
Who didn't have a wet dream about those hot dogs?
A vegan.
Oh, so here's a
Somebody's
question.
asking about me.
What?
Castro's
What?
asking if I'm going to Winnie City.
Are
No,
you?
I just saw that question.
Am
Are you?
I? Where is it?
It's in Chicago.
Oh, then probably not. Yeah.
But are you going to other convention possibly later this year?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. I'm going to Everfree, I believe.
Mhm.
Ooh.
I'm going to Everfree for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. But I
Should
don't
be
think
full.
I can't. Oh, I can't swing Winnie City.
She can't roll back the clock to the dawn of time
And sing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, good. I got nervous all of a
there
sudden.
we
I'm like,
are.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like what?
That was weird.
Good call, Tyler.
we were all in deep thought. Let's see
That was
here.
bizarre.
Cadet Redshirt has a question. Weirdest regional foods you've had? Example being Navajo tacos where I live. What are- I want to know what Navajo tacos are.
Sorry, I'm
Well-
thinking Navajo fry bread.
Personally, for me, it's very hard to eat food in general, like out. So
You're
I'm
not
not
good at
very
eating food out?
adventurous. No, like I can't really eat at restaurants very much.
Eat out food?
Yeah, I can't eat out food. So I don't really have any answer for this one other than I can't.
Does anyone else have one? I think I have one for Germany.
I gotta say poutine.
Mm.
Poutine is weird.
What
Well,
is
it's the
Yeah, when I-
best. It's French fries with cheese
Weirdest
curds
regional food.
and gravy.
So
How is
it's-
that not
it's-
weird? It's
The,
delicious,
what-
but
You know, I loved the way that Germans eat, because they kind of don't have a breakfast or lunch or dinner food. It's kind of just like, this is what we're gonna eat for breakfast. At one point, I was eating like curry sauce on a hot dog sausage for breakfast. That was breakfast. One breakfast I had in Germany, and it was fantastic. It was just, there were a bunch of breads, like loaves of breads, and a bunch of meats and a bunch of cheeses and some like basically
A lot of
I
Europeans
could
are
make a
that way
sandwich.
though, where they just like British are like that, where it's just like lots of beans, toast, meat, eggs. Like it's not like
I just love it though.
they don't get too crazy with like combinations.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that was, as far as weirdest, had to be that probably that breakfast that I had, the curry sauce sausage hot dog, whatever they call them over there. Der Wiener.
Darvine.
Anyone?
Wiener.
Anyone else got one there? Or should we move on?
Let's move on.
I could spend the rest of this podcast talking about food if you want to.
Let's see. So we already answered, I think, the food you're looking forward to eating on your convention scenes.
Yeah.
Anime you do not like, asks X Digital Arrow X.
I
That's a good question for
don't
Saber.
really watch much anime, though I guess Sailor Moon Crystal could count.
Is it bad?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Like the animation is really bad, and I don't particularly care for the the story, the like the,
Is it
like
that bad?
they stayed mostly true to the manga, but they changed a couple of things. I don't know. Just the
It reminded
animation
her of One
itself
Punch
is
Man.
just so
Remind her of the babe.
terrible.
Uh, I personally don't have one. I don't watch enough anime to have animes I
You're talking we
wish
watched
didn't
Avatar: The
exist.
Last Airbender.
Oh, okay. So, but that wasn't one I wanted to
It's
see
not an
end.
Yes, it is.
Well,
No,
dang.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
Joseph.
Paleo, isn't it?
What?
Isn't it?
Oh, it's an American-made cartoon.
That's,
It's not anime.
Doesn't matter if it's made in America. It still makes it an anime.
I don't know if Fooly Cooley counts as anime, but
Yeah, it is an anime.
no, that's not
yeah.
fair. I liked it. I got it, but I didn't get it, and it was weird. It resolved everything, but resolved nothing at the same time.
I have an interesting question here from Joseph. I do not know how to
Stalin.
pronounce your last name. Goringe? Goringe? By the way, I just want to double check with everyone. Does the call sound good for everybody?
No,
No.
it sounds bad.
A little
Like
scratchy,
everybody's
a little
talking in a
scratchy.
tin can.
Y'all want to host instead?
Okay.
Because I'm not sure how long
You might be running a lot of sources. I could try and host it if you guys want.
Go ahead.
Quick
Okay.
pause. Back for station ID.
Don't go anywhere.
It's because I'm uploading like 15 things right now.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, well,
Oh,
got
that sounds much better. Oh, why does it say that it's calling now?
I have no idea. This actually might be the death of the call.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
While I'm in the call.
You made it, but no one else will.
Oh my
So
god.
welcome to the
Wait.
Semi-Perfect
Wait, this
Podcast.
is-
Jeffrey's still talking.
This is the weirdest thing because I'm in a call with Race. I'm in a call
Yeah.
with you all right now.
This is fabulous.
Skype is the
This is
worst.
gonna
Oh,
Wait a minute.
guys.
And yet the best, apparently. Hello!
Hi.
It's, you, no, you got a double
Skype is a
echo.
mess.
Same for you, that weird
You've got a
echo
double
on mine.
You got a double echo right now.
Welcome back. You're listening to the
are you-
Semi Perfect
you're
Podcast
covering
here on
this,
Twitch
right?
TV.
You sound like a
Is this
ghost.
going on?
You sound like a ghost.
Bah!
Like,
I don't know how to fix this.
Man.
I don't know how to fix this.
leave the call and get back in here.
I can't.
Why not?
Who's hosting it?
I did.
Okay.
Leave the call.
Oh, what call? There is no other call. I don't show another call.
Oh my god, he's still talking.
Yeah, he's still talking. Just quit Skype and get back in.
I want
Putting the
my
semi in the
mommy.
Semi Perfect Podcast.
God.
We probably should just ended the show.
No.
Nonsense. This is much more amusing.
Should we continue Q&A?
Yeah,
I'm happy to keep going. As long as there are questions to answer, I will answer them.
All right. Y'all have a
Okay,
question?
let's see. Yeah, Joseph Grin says, AC Rasmus, why did you never go to PonyCon in New York City?
That's a perfect question to ask right now.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, hi.
Hi. Okay.
So-
Continuing on.
We're sharing.
Ask the question.
Okay, so the question we have here from Joseph, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm rebooting Skype right now. Is why did you never go to PonyCon NYC? It was a great con before they stopped it. And then he added, actually, why do you think no real popular vloggers attended PonyCon NYC during its life? So, Saber, this one was submitted to me.
Okay.
I imagine you and I kind of fall into the same bracket. With Saber and I, with conventions, because our convention scene's so big and so vast, really the conventions that we go to were limited by ones that we have a contract with. So that what that means is if say you have a local convention that you would love to see us at, be sure to tell your convention that you'd like to see us there, and then sometimes they'll get in contact with us, and we make something come to life. We make it happen.
Yeah.
We were never contacted by NYC, PonyCon NYC. However, we were like, before anything really got going, we were like, oh, maybe, we could see if we can get into contact with somebody next year. Obviously, I don't think that's going to happen, but I think what they did was all of their. It seems to me that all of their focus went into show staff and getting them out there, and they didn't focus at all on community guests, which is why you didn't really see many, if any, community guests out there. That's my guess.
He's right. There you go. They
Bam.
didn't reach out to us, and we don't have the money to go out there, so that's why we didn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Jory's got a question.
Jory asks, Rescue Rangers or
No.
Rescue? Oh,
You're doing it wrong.
Rescuers or Rescuers Down Under. There you go. Sorry.
Ooh.
Down Under.
Down Under.
Yeah.
Down under.
Down Under, if only for the intro scene.
Really? What's
That
funny is
was
the intro
amazing.
scene always weirded me out as a kid because I thought there were a lot of sheep.
I got her.
I know, I did. Like, if you watch the intro scene, I guess they're like flowers or something. I thought those were all sheep. And I'm like, man, there's a lot of sheep in Australia.
This isn't New Zealand.
Dang. I sound different.
Yeah.
You do. You really do.
You're using my microphone.
Do I sound better?
Slightly, yes.
Because my microphone's better than yours.
Well, yours is newer than mine.
Yeah.
But that being said, I think that scene from the opening set a new standard, or at least broke new technology for the animation industry.
It was the first animated movie to use like digital coloring.
You could really see it in some of the scenes where Cody's flying around with the eagle as well. I say Down Under. The soundtrack. I love that soundtrack. Which people hear me say that phrase with a lot of movies, but that's one of the soundtracks I have on my iPod that I listen to at work. And plus, I don't know, like it's so, I don't know, man. I was just, even as a kid, I was just obsessed with the whole like rodents helping people out thing. I always loved that. So yeah.
Because usually it's the other
Cadet
way
Red
around.
Shirt posted a picture of what Navajo tacos look like, and those look really good.
Yeah, they do. What did you say, Saber?
I say it's usually the other way around when we try to get rid of them.
Yeah. I think the reason that Rescuers doesn't quite get the vote for most people is just because of how dark of a movie that was.
Oh, I loved the darkness of it.
I mean, like, literally, like, there were, like, no vibrancy to that movie as far as the colors go, and it was such a bleak outlook, and you're just like, God, how depressing.
Oh, it really was. It was amazingly depressing.
I love, though, that they had a bug that was named Evinrude, and it took me until I was 25 years old to realize that was the name of a motorboat company. And I was like, oh my God.
I love that they got Bob Newhart and, what was it, Ava Gabor? Zsa Zsa Gabor? Ava?
Bubba Ganoush.
To play two mice.
Eva Gabor.
Ava Gabor, yeah.
Well,
They knocked it out of the park in their roles, but they're the last people you would expect to see in a role like that, I think.
RSUT, the Rescue Society.
Aid Society.
Society
how's it going?
in the high western sky, you mean everything to me. Smile, 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 smile. Grin, 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 grin. Why do you stop singing?
Sorry, I just got to ask a question now, because I remember there was like, I remember that being a particularly ear-shattering song. What is the worst song you remember from any given movie?
That wasn't ear-shattering. They were barely singing. Worst movie or worst song from a movie?
Just like the one that just nails on a chalkboard for you.
Fixer Upper.
The entirety of Strange Magic.
Paleo seen some shit.
Into the Woods, just from start to finish.
Wait, like the play?
No, the movie.
There was a movie?
Yeah, there's a movie.
Into the Woods.
Wow.
Yeah.
It just,
Came out in
it drove me.
2014,
That kind
I
of
think.
thing, unless it's a play, drives me crazy. When they're just like, I'm singing to tell you something, but this doesn't rhyme. And
So all of the Pony musicals have just been jarring to you?
all the what?
The musicals that they've done in Pony?
No.
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 You
It's just
completely
Into the Woods.
no. They
is
sing
not-
they sing their words, but it's not like always a song. It's
Oh, I
sometimes just
got you.
going.
I got
And
you.
now I have to go to the bathroom.
What is it
I'm
like, Les
going.
Miserables or whatever?
I went.
I haven't seen Les Miserables, but I'm guessing that's what it's like.
I pooped.
I forget the technical term for it, but yeah, I think Paley, you're thinking Les Miserables and all that.
Yeah.
Where they're not actually singing, but they're singing or they're talking in a singing
Yeah.
meter.
It's like I hate musicals like that where
Into the Woods
you don't have
had
to be
one.
always singing.
Yes, you do.
One problem that Into the Woods had with me though is I didn't know what to expect going into it, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" It was just weird.
I've had the privilege of seeing it on stage, and I think I'm going to keep it that way.
I think that did we get through all the questions?
I think so.
So, yeah.
Cool. Well, in that case, I'm not at my computer, so I can't see if anyone tagged me in anything. But
Well, I'm looking at your tag right now, sweetheart.
oh well, good. In that case, I now know how to spell Joseph Goringe or say it.
All right.
Goringe.
Well, thank you all for joining us for this episode of the Semi Perfect Podcast. We will be back next week. Hope you all have a good week. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye, dim ponies.